They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia Southern Eagles, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Cougars ready to get this thing started and open the season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Georgia Southern's offense will have the football first. You know, that connection between quarterback and wide receiver, Jesse, takes some time, and we'll see how quickly these two guys get on the same page.
Yeah, the chemistry between he and the quarterback, I think, is what everybody's going to be looking for early in this game. Because David, obviously, having transferred in, he hasn't had a lot of time in this offense. This is his first game. It's the first time doing it with bullets flying live. So he's got a lot of talent. He's got speed, but what does that chemistry look like with the guy throwing him the football? That's what I want to see.
Well, and the good thing is you've got tape and you've seen he's done it at the college level. Like, you already know what he is. Now it's about taking that, using his strengths. How do you use him in this offense early on in the season to really take advantage of his talents?
Let's talk for a second about Georgia Southern. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. And because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they can do something very special this season.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Looking for a man, it's Grant. Throws to the wideout. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that cover.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So Houston's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And here comes, for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either, Dave.
No, it's crazy. And that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask of a freshman.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Complete to the right. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. And the Cougars will snap it on first and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Looking to throw, it's Murray. Makes the grab. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Houston going up tempo. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. The Cougars are moving quickly down the field. Down to the 10-yard line on that completion. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out quickly. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. From the one, it's first and goal as they try to open the scoring here. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Dropping back, it's Grant. Fires to the big fella. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Eagles in a good spot here with second and short. Trying play action. Using the quick game. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. With the catch, it's Bradshaw. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Unloads quickly. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Houston wants to play fast. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top. Good timing on the quick out. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. A lot of urgency for this offense.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, great job by the quarterback understanding where the pressure was coming from and understanding where his outlet was. And, David, you know, it's demoralizing, I expect, from a defensive standpoint when you think you've dialed up the blitz and you think you're getting home.
Yeah, and you're doing what you can to try to pressure the QB, and you're bringing extra guys, but sometimes that comes at a sacrifice. And you can see he got the...
A shot for the end zone. down Houston. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Back to throw, it's Grant. There's the pressure. Grabbed behind the line, it's Bradley. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The play action fake. Here's a heat. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. He just didn't have it there.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Third down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
They'll run the screen. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And the Eagles can really attack on this second and short. Off the RPO, complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Back to throw, it's Grant. Quickly out to the tight end. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Period, and Houston has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Bradley. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Leaves it with the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Back to pass. They've got the screen set up. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Houston going up tempo.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Dropping back, it's Murray. Finds his man down the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Ball is at the 41 as his defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack.
There he goes. Good, solid tackle. The Cougars line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quick release on the RPO. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And the Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
They'll move the wide receiver. He wants to throw it again. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Cougar! Put it in the window for the score.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Looking for space. It's Bradley. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Eagles are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. And the Eagles really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Grant. Snagged in the middle, it's Bradshaw. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Going to try to get it himself. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. Guys, let's look at the big picture for Georgia Southern. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his man. It's Bradshaw. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Grant. Plucks it out of the air. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Gregory. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it and still on his feet. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away he saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive game right away.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Under fire. Took a shot as he threw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Splits the uprights right down the middle. But now there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope.
Second half all teed up, and Georgia Southern will start it with the kickoff. Here's the return from inside his 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
And now on second down for this offense. Red pass, it's complete. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Reads it, fires complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. He sends 2 wideouts right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 9. On the run, it's Sanford. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. To throw, it's Murray. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. 1st and goal now for Houston as they try to get it in. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Houston! And the stomping has commenced.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game 1 going exactly how they scripted it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
Now the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Bradley. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense once again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. Sends it back in motion. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Looking to throw, it's Murray. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
What tremendous vision to find the crease and explode through it. He's down to the 31.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Quick completion on the out route. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Houston has it with a first and goal. Flushed out of the pocket. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
And the defense tried to cheat a little space and get in that neutral zone, but it's still first and goal. Touchdown, Houston! Hello! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. To the air, it's Grant. Got it in the middle, it's Bradshaw. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Line getting set on second down. From the gun, give on the inside. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Gets the back moving. Takes it from the gun on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it before being hauled down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the third period. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So the final period starts with a second down play. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Now facing a third and long. To the air, it's Murray. Makes the grab. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Cougars. Made the grab and then
Everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late. They've got to get to work here. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's done. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on. Rushes on him. Makes the grab on the left.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Had to get rid of it quickly. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
That's reeled in. It's Duff. Hauled down, but he has enough to move the chains. Just let your guy make a play, right? And if I may, that one went off without a hitch.
Nice job. And I tell you what, you could tell they were honoring the deep ball a little bit, just enough where you could sit that thing down, created enough space as the receiver. QB throws a strike, first down.
The defense is dialed in right now, guys. They've got the lead. They're expecting pass. Offense trying to go 4 verticals, but all game long, this defense has stepped up, and they force another incompletion.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the fourth quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
Complete on third down. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive.
Into the secondary on the right. Oh, what a cut! They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
And you got to lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
The RPO, it's complete. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see
time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Got a little space. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here on 2nd and 9, sends 3 receivers to the right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Yeah, he's done a great job all game long, making the right decisions, but knowing when to pull it and continue to keep drives alive. He's continuing to make the right decision time and time again.
The Cougars started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Get it out on the screen. Runs through a tackle. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point in the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Safe completion on the screen. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Eagles will have it 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Bring in the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play